Hey guys, it's Nick again. This is part 2 of my rant for this evening, Saturday the 19th of May. Now, I've still not quite finished my dinner. There's a few scraps left, so if you happen to see me munching, there's only a couple of veggies left, so I apologise in advance if you see me nibbling at them. Now, last video covered that incident when I was 18 at my auntie's place with the paranormal, and like I said, that's like the only paranormal experience I've had, touch wood. So I don't know, I think it'd be cool to have another one or many of them, because it's a really fascinating subject area, and yeah, it's unreal. It's undoubted in my mind that, like, for example, on the topic of like just ghosts and spirits, they're so existent, it cannot deny their existence. It's just unreal. Like, when you've had an experience, it's just mind-blowing. Like, for example, I'll actually tell you some stories that have happened at my auntie's place that I wasn't witness to, but yeah, my auntie and her family, my cousins, and yeah, it scared the crap out of them. My auntie is in the house a lot, so she normally experiences the most, and she's not one to make stories up at all, especially not to her family about things like that. So I'll tell you a few things that have happened. I'll start off with my cousin Emily. Okay, she's the one that I stayed in the room with. I was on the floor that time, that 5 years ago when my experience happened. But yeah, her room is like in the loft part of the house, and yeah, there's been occasions where her radio has actually come on. It wasn't even plugged in, and it was playing like classical music, and she couldn't turn it off. That's one thing that's happened. Other things is like noises up and down the hallway when it's, you know, after a discussion, my auntie and family have said, you know, we're all asleep and it wasn't us. So those things have happened. Okay, the really scary things that have happened to my auntie, once she was pushed into her kitchen sink, and that wasn't cool. It scared the crap out of her. Another time, like, this was only a few months ago, this last thing happened. They've had the house for like, ages, like years and years. Well, probably, they've probably had it for maybe 10 years. Yeah, the other thing that happened to my auntie was, she was in the living room and she was doing the books for my Uncle Chris's business. Anyway, it was at night, and no wait, I think it was during the day, sorry. She was sitting there doing the books. The dog, they got like a little puppy who was sitting on its little like rug thing, like a towel. Anyway, my auntie looked up to check on the dog. It floated like about 2 feet off the ground, and it was like semi-launched, like thrown like halfway across the room, and that like sent shivers up my spine when I heard about that story. I don't know how they can still live there. That's just yeah, that's really scary. So if you guys have got any stories, please send them in, like post comments or send videos so everyone can see them and we can share these experiences. But yeah, I wanted to talk about a few other things too, apart from just the paranormal, in terms of like ghosts. I wanted to delve into a bit of free energy stuff and possible extraterrestrial technology. And yeah, I urge you guys to go and see a website called steorn.com. It's steorn.com, and it's an Irish company. You can just type it into YouTube or just Google it, and they've got their videos out. It's all about a technology they've developed, and they're getting it tested by 22 of the most elite scientists they could get their hands on that were willing to test the technology, because it's an over Unity device, And for all those that aren't quite sure of how energy works, an over-unity device is one of these fabled devices that can run at a minimum of 100% efficiency, and due to all the current laws of physics, that doesn't quite work. There's just been no technology that can do that, and this technology doesn't run at 100%, it runs at up to 400% efficiency. So it's basically, as far as they know, creating energy, but I think what's happening is it's drawing in on an energy that we're as of yet unaware of. I think it's been explained as, a few people have looked at it, it's been known, or this weird phenomenon has been known for a while, and I think Wilhelm Reich, many a year ago, I think probably at least 50 years ago, he was a neuropsychologist, I think, and yeah, he described it as orgone energy. There's a few devices that claim to use it, and I don't doubt that they work. I've seen some interesting videos and footage, and a few of my own pieces of research that have come up pretty comprehensively for this sort of thing. It's really cool, it's really interesting, and if you happen to find some information on it, don't dismiss it. I urge you to read it and be excited by it, because I mean, everyone is kind of a skeptic, but I think it's really exciting. I don't dismiss these things. I'd rather wait. If anything, I'd rather sit on the fence than dismiss something. So yeah, this current technology at Stiorn is getting tested, and they said that they will have their results out by the end of this year, so that's really exciting. So yeah, check out that site. Another thing I wanted to mention was, alien technologies and anti-gravity devices. And yeah, there's been some really cool reports from some very, very credible people about technologies that the government is hiding. There's tons of stuff that's classified top secret, and obviously there's levels of secrecy, and this stuff is right up there. Anyway, I'm looking at an icon I have on my desktop, which I have saved. It is I think it's an hour and 55 minute disclosure, and it's called the Disclosure Project, and it's that was done in 2001 in front of a lot of media in the US, and it was run by Dr. Stephen Greer. I think it's Stephen Greer, if my memory serves me correctly. And he was an emergency doctor in the US, and I'm not exactly sure how he got involved in the Disclosure Project, but it's very, very cool, and he's got a lot of people to back him up, and yeah, lots of eyewitnesses and drawings and photos and reports, and it's really cool about the existence of crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft and what the government are doing to reverse engineer the technology. So, a few websites to check out: serpo.org, serpo.org. Yeah, and just Google alien technology. Oh, there's another one. Oh, what was it? Oh, there was this really cool vehicle. It was a vehicle that they showed in the Disclosure Project. But yeah, you got to check it out, guys. Anyway, again, this is a really, really long video, and I get carried away, and it's gone so quickly. So, yeah, I wanted to talk about some more stuff, but I might have to make another video, and I'm pumping out these videos, but yeah, I really like to talk about this stuff, and hopefully I can be a little bit more specific in my next one. So, if there's a next one, there's a next one. If not, I'll talk to you guys sometime in the near future. So, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.